Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday and happy last day before winter break. Today is December 17th, 2020, and I'm going to add another straw to what was yesterday, which was 79 days. So we know what's going to happen. We have to make a bundle. Okay, when I add one more, we'll make a bundle, and we're going to put it in our tens place. So now the 7 will change to an 8. And we have 0 ones now, and so that means we have been in school for 80 days, okay? 80 days of school. All right. Okay, well, we've been really busy this week. It's been a great week. You've been doing such a wonderful job with online learning. Okay, today we're not reading a Jan Brett story, okay? We are gonna read a different story to end our week, okay? Because it's one of my favorites. It's called The Snowy Day, okay? It's by Ezra Jack Keats, and you'll love the video that I posted today, so make sure you watch that, okay? And we're not gonna respond to this one today, okay? It's just for you to enjoy, and then I will tell you more about what you are responding to in your packet, okay? I think you already know, probably. This is called The Snowy Day. Beautiful inside, the snowflakes. The Snowy Day. To Tick, John, and Rosalie. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. And then he walked with his toes pointing in like that. It's fun to make a footprint in the snow. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another, and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. I love snowflakes, and I would love it to snow over winter break. So I read this in hopes that it will snow for everyone. So fun. All right, boys and girls, thanks for listening to that story. And so what you're going to do today, because we were reading a lot of the Jan Brett stories. We read The Mitten. You remember that one, right? And so in your packet, you have 2 fun pages to do today. One of them is called the Mitten Animal Adjectives page in your packet, okay? And you can see all of the animals up there. Aren't they cute? And you get to pick what your favorite animal is from the mitten, okay? So look at all of your choices up here, and you're going to put your favorite animal on this line. So it says, my favorite animal is you can guess mine. Mine's the hedgehog, so I would write hedgehog on this line. It is my favorite because... Why is the animal that you chose your favorite? If I'm thinking about my hedgehog as the favorite, because I really like their pointy quills, and I think they're very cute also, right? I do. And then here are some words to describe it. So whatever animal you wrote here, you need to put some adjectives. Remember, adjectives describe what something might look like, okay, or what it might act like too. So here are some words to describe it. So for mine, if it was a hedgehog, if I'm talking about the hedgehog, I might write a word like prickly. Prickly on one of the lines describes it, but then I have all these other lines. I'm thinking, what color is a hedgehog? Is that a describing word? Yes, a hedgehog's brown. So I'm going to put brown on another one. Okay, and you can think of adjectives for your animal that are something like, it could be a big animal if you're talking about the bear, or it could be little or tiny. Those are words that describe, okay? Or if it has sharp talons, you could put that on those lines, okay? And then you're going to finish the sentences below. My animal looks, finish the sentence. My animal feels, and my animal sounds. What noise does it make? Now I'm thinking, what does a hedgehog sound like? I don't even know. But if I had to imagine it sounding, I think it would scrunch up its nose and it might say, And how would I write that? I'm just going to try to write it the best way I can for a little sound of what it would make. You could even put quotation marks around it, okay? If you're talking about the bear as your favorite animal, you can make a grrr sound, couldn't you, for what your animal sounds like. So you just finish those sentences, okay? And then after you finish this page, you get to decorate your mitten, and that's what's so fun. So every year I have the kids decorate their mittens, and we usually hang them up in our hallway, but this year we can't. But you could hang it up in your bedroom or somewhere in your house. And what you get to do is make bright colors, because remember, in the story, Nicky lost it in the snow, didn't he? And it blended in. So I want to see your mitten as bright and colorful any way you can make it, so you would never lose it in the white snow, because you would see it right away. You could make stripes or patterns however you want, and then you get to cut it out with scissors around the lines, and you can hang it up. It's a mitten for you, okay? So that's a fun art activity. The children usually love to do this with coloring in all the little knitted parts of it too. Okay, you can use markers or colored crayons, or colored pencils, okay? However you want to decorate your mitten, okay? All right, so that's what you're going to do today for your response, okay? It's to the mitten again. When we're talking about our daily journal today, for Thursday, if you look on Thursday's schedule, you're writing about the trouble with trolls. Remember the story I read yesterday? That's a neat story that Jan Brett wrote. And you're just writing about your favorite part of the story, okay? So you can write that in your journal, okay? And write about your favorite part of the story. All right, another thing we're going to do is go over our schedule, okay? And so I'm not here for this morning's meeting. I'm also not going to be there for your small group meeting. So when it's time for your small group meeting, you're just going to click on the link. It's going to be another recording of me in my Santa hat, okay? And I'm going to give you your spelling quiz. I know how much you love to take your spelling quiz. So up on Canvas, you can either print out your spelling list, because I put it there, that you can print it out, or you can just do it in your notebook, number 1 to 10. And I'll give you your spelling quiz, and then I'm going to read you another story, okay? So I'm going to read you Elf on the Shelf, because so many of you wanted me to read that before we went online, and I promised you I would, okay? So I'm going to read you this story, and there might be a little activity that you can enjoy after the story, okay? So let's go over our schedule, and I have it up here on our board. So you're going to take a brain break after this, and then when it's your small group reading time, remember, I'm not going to be there. You'll just click on the video of me, okay? Make sure you're ready for your spelling quiz, okay? And then after that, you will have lunch at 12, because at 12:30 you have a live music lesson, okay? So you have to make sure you're on time for your live music lesson. After that, you'll take a brain break, and then we will also have our live math at 1:15, okay? I'll be back by then, okay? My appointment will be over, so I will be here this afternoon to go over number corner and math, okay, with all of you. And we'll do our pages. We'll do part of our last math pages together, okay? And then you'll have choice time at the end of the day to finish up anything from the week that you have not completed, okay? All right, boys and girls, well, I hope you have a very busy morning. And also, don't forget about meeting Miss Thompson. Some of you are on her schedule today. So go on the Canvas page, click on that link. It's a blue link that says Miss Thompson's schedule. And when it's your time to meet with her, you go all the way to the bottom of our Canvas schedule, and it will have a little box. You click on it, and she'll meet you in teams, just like we meet in our small group, and it will just be you and her, okay? So check the schedule, and then I will see you this afternoon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.